Piecewise function. A function that is defined on a sequence of intervals. It is a function defined by a multiple subfunctions, each subfunction applying to a certain interval of the main function's domain, a subdomain. This is an example of a piecewise function. You have observed in this function, there are three subfunctions. The first subfunction is defined as x plus 2, whose x values are less than -3. The second subfunction is defined as x squared minus 4, whose x values are equal or greater than to -3 but less than 5. And the third subfunction is defined as x, whose x values are equal or greater than 5. Example number 1. A bus ride costs 9 pesos for the first 5 kilometers, and each additional integer kilometer adds 1 peso to the fare. Use a piecewise function to represent the bus fare in terms of the distance in kilometers. We can represent the bus fare in terms of the distance in kilometers as b of d. So now, to determine the subfunctions of this given piecewise function, let's go back to the problem. In the first statement, a bus ride costs 9 pesos for the first 5 kilometers. Now, to rewrite this into mathematical symbol, we have 9 pesos if the distance traveled from 0 to 5 kilometers. The second subfunction of the given piecewise function is that each additional integer kilometer adds 1 peso. So to write this into mathematical expression, we have 9 pesos plus 1 peso times the distance you have traveled minus 5. You can only apply this subfunction if the distance you have traveled is more than 5 kilometers. So this is now the piecewise function of this given problem. Example number 2. A cell phone owner is charged 300 pesos monthly for a particular mobile plan, which includes 150 free text messages. Messages in excess of 150 are charged 1 peso each. Represent the monthly cost for text messaging using the function T of M, where M is the number of messages sent in a month. Now, to represent the monthly cost of text messaging using the function T of M, where M is the number of messages sent in a month, we have T of M. To determine the subfunctions of this piecewise function, let's go back to the problem. In the first statement, a cell phone owner is charged 300 pesos monthly for a particular mobile plan, which includes 150 free text messages. Now, to write this into a mathematical expression, we have 300 pesos if you sent a messages between 0 to 150. Now, In the second sub-function, we will use this statement. Messages in exist of 150 are charged 1 peso each. Now to write this into mathematical expression, we have 300 pesos plus 1 peso times M, which is the number of messages sent in a month, minus 150. So we can only use this function if the number of messages sent in a month is greater than 150 messages. So this is now the piecewise function in example number 2.